Well, hi guys. Time's flown again. It's Friday already and it's weekly wrap time. It's been a ripper of a week actually. We've had a couple of wins again, and starting with Dubai Showgirl last Saturday down at Kembla Grange. It was an amazing run, well ridden by Beanie Panya, and she just controlled the race and loved seeing it.
Yeah, outstanding result. I'd have to say her best run too in her career. First time out at 2,400 metres. Was always a little bit of a question mark, but ultimately we're pretty confident she would get it. But she proved herself way too good there, controlled the race the whole way through, and was very strong on the line. So excellent win, and her best to date.
Yeah, no, and I think I spoke to some of the owners during the week that were there, and they had a ball, and I know Tash was over the moon. So
she's a cup source now, straight off to the cups.
Fantastic, yeah. She'll be going to the Riverina Cup Sunday week, so we'll talk about that next week, but can't wait to see it. Just as exciting was out at Hawkesbury yesterday afternoon, where Sweet Proposal went back to back. So she was another one that controlled the race. She led from the start and just held on in the end, but she looked fantastic. And after waiting a little while, the owners to get that first win, she's now got two in a row.
Yeah, she's been excellent this preparation. She's taken a massive step forward. Just been a little bit of a slower mature, both mentally and physically. But you can almost see the penny dropping in her brain these last few runs as she's starting to figure things out and starting to relax a bit better in her runs. Still not 100% there yet, but improving all the time, which is fantastic to see. And to go back to back is excellent. Obviously, over the mile has been the secret, trying to get her up to that point. But more in store for her. She's going really well.
So it'll be interesting to see where we head to next with her. But looking forward to it already. The three-peat maybe.
Yeah, that's right. And I should mention too, that was Rob Archibald's first win as a trainer. They announced Annabelle Neesham and Rob Archibald announced during the week that they're going into a training partnership. Obviously, they've been working very closely for a long time, but it's all now official, and nice way to kick off his training career and the start of a new season as well.
Absolutely. Hopefully, speaking of Rob Archer, the training partnership, I'm hoping they'll get their second one very shortly. Moving on to this week, we've got Belyaev, probably another pronunciation as well, but stepping out shortly at Ipswich up in Queensland. She's having a great first preparation with Annabelle Neesham. She's had a little bit of a setback.
And Rob Archibald.
Sorry.
Going to have to get used to that now, aren't we? Absolutely.
It's a bit of a mouthful, but she's having a great first preparation with them, and she's had a little bit of a setback, so she's about 5 or 6 weeks from her last run. But look, I think the market suggests she's in with a decent chance, and I'm told she's working well at home, so it'll be great to see her get a result this afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm not too sure what to expect from this race today. As you say, she's had a little bit of a setback. So I'd say she hasn't had the perfect preparation, obviously, going into the race. And it is a drying track up there. She prefers a bit of cut in the ground. But I think on ability and class, she's definitely right in this race. And I'd like to see her, I would think she'd be a top 3 chance.
I hope you're right. Moving on, we've got trials on Monday that were meant to be this morning. But with a bit of rain overnight at Randwick, they decided to move it to Monday. So we've got 3 trialists out there on Monday. We've got Pioronimo. Probably need to see a bit of an improved effort from him. I'm sure we will. Full Revolution, who had her best last preparation, and really excited to see her get back to the track. And Firm Agreement, who we don't know a lot about yet, but he's been gelded since his last prep, and it'll be good to see him step out again.
Yeah, we're about to learn, aren't we? I guess just waiting to get him through to the races, and this is his preparation for doing that. So we'll have a quiet trial there on Monday, and then probably a second one where he's allowed to stride out a bit more before he gets through to the races. But excited to see what he can do and get in there, see him in race conditions.
So looking forward to that. And then our last runner of the week, probably his last run of the preparation for Diablo Bolt. He's back in class, so he ran really well at a Saturday Metro meet last weekend. He'll step out at Doomben on Wednesday. He really enjoys the distance, and really excited to see him finish off his preparation, hopefully very strongly.
Yeah, it's been another great preparation for him. He's been running really well. I thought last start was pretty decent, probably not quite to the level of what he can do when he's at his absolute best, but not many horses put their best foot forward every single race. But yeah, he is getting towards the end of his preparation, so we'll see how he goes here, but hopefully he runs really well and finishes off the prep nicely.
So that's it for runners. Before we go to our tips, I just thought worth mentioning, we've recently put out our last yearling purchase of the year, a Piarata colt out of Warpath, and he's a good-looking colt and particularly well bred.
Good looking, all right. Yeah, no, smashing type, a really well balanced, good moving colt. Seems to have a lovely temperament on him, which is important in this early stage for the colts. And he's just being broken in at the moment, all going really well. But yeah, lovely colt. Going to Kieran Maher, and shares available from just a tick under 4,500, I think it is. So exciting colt. Piarata's shooting the lights out as a first season sire.
Yeah, so if you're keen, if you've still got a few pennies around and keen to get involved, give me a shout. So Red Hot tip time. Last week I just rewatched the video, and last week we said a couple of times how difficult it was. I think we made it look easy.
Big call, okay.
You got one up. You had 3 tips. You got one up and one scratching, so 1 from 2. It was Green Shadows paying $5, so that's pretty good for you.
Happy with that.
But I went one better. I got Rogue Bear at Doomben paying $8.50. So I did have. I was talking to a bloke during the week, and he said he topped up his account after he saw our tips and put $50 in and ended up with 180. So he was he was over the moon. So at least we can make someone happy at some point in time.
Well, the tricky bit is
backing it up
on from that. Yeah, exactly.
So good. Let's get into it.
I've got a few good ones.
Yep.
Don't worry. Rose Hill. Are you at Rose Hill this week?
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Race 1. We're going to get out of the gates nice and early. Lady Boss for Kieran Maher and Dylan Gibbons. Talented horse. Coming through the grades, I think that's a good each-way chance. Then we'll roll that into race 3, Vivi Air, again with Kieran Maher. This time with James McDonald on board, and I think good winning chance there. And then race 8 a bit later in the day, Estadio Mestala, a lovely Irish horse that I've just pronounced in a Spanish accent. But Joe Pride and Jay Ford, I think another good winning chance there. So hopefully 3 half respectable tips.
Very good.
What have you got?
So I'm four races at Rose Hill. I'm in race 5, number 8, Nancy, paying $4.60. I noticed, Chris, you don't share your odds because normally they're very short.
It's not all about the odds, mate.
Yeah,
paying
$4.60 at the moment. But I am wary of another horse in the race, I Am Famous. So just make sure you have a good look at that one. But it's a winning chance.
That's like a tip and sit on the fence at the same time.
No. I'm on Nancy. I'm just saying that I Am Famous.
If the other one wins, you can then say next week, I nearly tipped that.
Next one is race 7, number 3, Stromboli, paying $8. First up, and 2 from 3 already first up. So a good chance there, I think. Race 8. Number 6, Jojo Was a Man. Now, I was on Jojo Was a Man a little while ago and always back
Jumped off at the wrong
him.
time.
And didn't mention it last run because I was in a bit of a rush. And he won his last start paying $71. So I'm back on him, and
Precisely at the wrong time.
It's a slightly tougher race. So, but he's paying $18 for the win. So I think a couple of dollars each way might be worthwhile just to see if he can go back to back. And then race 9, number 10, Kazoo. So last start winner, he won fresh, and he's 2 from 3, second up. So. I didn't write the odds for that one, but I think he's about $5. So anyway, so hopefully some winners and some value there for you.
I was just thinking there's about 7 horses you can put a line through for the weekend.
Yes, I think that's probably right. Anyway, guys, good luck to everyone with horses running around this weekend. Hope you have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Enjoy your weekend.